Hello my dear students, welcome to another section of Chemistry NEET Lovers. Today let us discuss with NTA mock analysis, paper 12, 13 and 14. Let us come to discussion paper. First question.
2.56 into 10 raised to minus 3 equivalent of KOH is required to neutralize 0.12544 gram of H2XO4. The atomic mass of X is given that H2XO4 is a dibasic acid.
Listen, this question is according to equivalent weight concept. Here it is given that H2XO4, a dibasic acid, which is completely reacting with KOH. So let us see the balanced equation. KOH is reacting with H2XO4. According to the balanced equation, we have to say 1 mole of H2XO4 require 2 mole of KOH. But it is according to equivalent mass concept. So according to equivalent mass concept, we can say 1 gram equivalent of any substance is reacting with 1 gram equivalent of other substance. So we can say in the balanced equation, we can say 1 gram equivalent of KOH, 1 gram equivalent of KOH is reacting with 1 gram equivalent of H2XO4. 1 gram equivalent of KOH is reacting with 1 gram equivalent of H2XO4. That is, according to the question, we can identify. Then what is given? 2.56 into 10 raised to minus 3 equivalent of KOH require 0.12554 gram of H2XO4. First of all, we have to find number of gram equivalent of H2XO4. And we know number of gram equivalents is equal to given mass by equivalent mass. Given mass by equivalent mass. And we know equivalent mass is equal to molar mass by valency factor. And it is already given, it is a dibasic acid, so valency factor is equal to 2. And molar mass, that we don't know, we want to calculate molar mass. And so number of gram equivalents is equal to 0.12544 by equivalent mass, let us put it as molar mass by valency factor. Molar mass means molar mass of hydrogen plus molar mass of X plus 4 into molar mass of oxygen. So we can write 2 plus molar mass of X plus 4 into molar mass of oxygen, that is 16 into 4, that is equal to 64. So this much equivalents are there. And it is given that 2.56 into 10 raised to minus 3 gram equivalent of KOH is completely reacting with this much gram. According to us, we know 1 gram equivalent require 1 gram equivalent of acid. 1 gram equivalent of KOH require 1 gram equivalent of acid. So this much equivalent of KOH require this much equivalent of acid. So we can write number of gram equivalent is equal to this one, that is equal to 2.56 into 10 raised to minus 3. By solving this, we have mx is equal to 32. It is given in your option. Clear? Okay. So the basic concept, when you are comparing an equation, in the case of gram equivalents, number of gram equivalents of reactant is equal to number of gram equivalent of product form. Or number of more than one reactant is present. Number of gram equivalent of A is equal to number of gram equivalent of B. And suppose C be the product, number of gram equivalent of C is also equal. That is the concept. So no need of balanced equation. So equivalent mass is equal to molar mass by valency factor. Clear? Okay. Come to the next question.
A weak acid HX, K is equal to 10 raised to minus 5. On reaction with NaOH give NaX. For 0.1 molar aqueous solution of NaX, The percentage hydrolysis is.
Okay, come to this. Here it is given HX, a weak acid which is reacting with NaOH. HX, a weak acid reacting with NaOH, a strong base. So it is undergo salt hydrolysis, forming a salt in aqueous solution. So salt undergo hydrolysis. So we want to calculate hydrolysis constant. And here HX, that is the weak acid, so it can undergo hydrolysis. So we can calculate H, and we have the equation H is equal to root of KH by C. And KH is equal to, it is a weak acid, so KH is equal to KW by Ka. Therefore, H is equal to root of Kw by Ka into C. So substitute the values Kw and Ka and C. We have 1 into 10 raised to minus 4, that is H. We want to calculate the percentage. So into 100, that is why we have 0.01 percentage. So H is equal to 0.01 percentage. Percentage of hydrolysis, that is H. Clear? Okay. Come to the next question.
Arrange the following structure according to their increasing order of acidic behavior in polar solvents.
Listen. We know acidity. Acidity means it is a tendency to release H plus ion. So this phenol, this is phenol. Phenol is an acid because it having tendency to release H plus ion because it is showing plus R effect. It is showing plus R effect. So that is phenoxide ion is forming, that is why acidity increases. And we know in presence of electron withdrawing group, tendency to withdraw electron from benzene ring increases, acidity increases, because presence of electron withdrawing group, they have a high tendency to withdraw electron from benzene ring. So electron density around oxygen atom decreases. So OH bond will break readily and H plus ion release easily. That is why we can say in presence of electron withdrawing group, acidity increases. That is Ka value increases. In presence of electron withdrawing group, Ka value increases. So in the case of fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, actually the inductive effect or electron withdrawing capacity decreases in the order. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine decreases in this order. But in this case, in this particular question, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. According to us, most acidic should be 2. But actually, most acidic is 3, greater than 2, greater than 4, greater than 5, greater than 1. That is the correct order. That is because in the case of fluorophenol, parafluorophenol, fluorine present on this carbon atom. So this 2p orbital of fluorine atom and 2p orbital of carbon atom, they are similar in size. So that is why there is an overlap between this fluorine atom and carbon atom. So there is a possibility to exhibit a plus R effect. Plus R effect. That means the lone pair electron present on fluorine having tendency to donate electron to benzene ring. There is a slight plus R effect because of this 2p orbital of fluorine atom and 2p orbital of carbon. So acidity of fluorophenol is slightly less than that of chlorophenol. That is why the correct order is like this. So it is an important question, note this. Okay, clear? Come to the next one.
The major product formed by monobromination of phenyl benzoate.
Listen, monobromination of phenyl benzoate. Monobromination, that is an electrophilic. So benzene ring is present. So that is a electrophilic substitution reaction. Bromination, it is a electrophilic substitution reaction. So electrophile is added to benzene ring. So there is a confusion. There are two benzene rings are present. So Br plus, the electrophile Br plus can either come to this benzene or come to this benzene. This is according to group which is directly attached to the benzene ring. Here the group attached is carbonyl group, that is a deactivating group. So it resists to give electrophilic substitution reaction. But here the group attached is ether group. It is an activating group. It can donate benzene ring and can show a plus R effect. So electrophilic substitution favor in this case. There are two types of product, ortho product as well as para product. Where para product be the major product because ortho substitute, if bromine is substituted on ortho position, there is a chance for steric repulsion, steric hindrance. That is why para product be the major product. So the correct answer is bromine is substituted on para position of this ethereal group. Clear? So that is also another important question. Come to the next question.
For SN2 reaction, the most effective nucleophile will be.
Remember, the reaction is SN2. SN2 means bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction. So nucleophile is attacking from back side of the substrate. Nucleophile is attacking from the back side of that reactant. So reactivity depends on steric factor. Bulkiness increases, reactivity decreases. Smaller the nucleophile, greater be the reactivity. So out of the different nucleophile, MEO minus, methoxide ion, it is the most reactive nucleophile towards SN2 mechanism. Remember, in the case of SN2 mechanism, reactivity decreases with increasing bulkiness. Reactivity decreases with increasing bulkiness. Okay, come to the next question.
Hydrogen and oxygen can be produced by the electrolysis of water. What total volume in liter of oxygen and hydrogen produced at STP when a current of 30 ampere is passed through a K2SO4 solution for 193 minutes?
Here, electrolysis of water. Water undergo electrolysis forms hydrogen and oxygen. So that is the reaction. But remember, water is a weak electrolyte. Water is a weak electrolyte, so direct electrolysis of pure water is not possible. Here current is passed through aqueous K2SO4 solution. And remember, in the case of water, 1 mole of water dissociated to 1 mole of hydrogen and half mole of oxygen. 1 mole of water dissociated to 1 mole of hydrogen and half mole of oxygen. And look here, in the case of hydrogen, here it is plus 1 oxidation state, here it is 0 oxidation state. So number of electron participated is equal to 2. Similarly, here also, here it is minus 2 oxidation state and here it is 0 oxidation state. So the number of electron participated is equal to 2. By passing 2 Faraday charge or 2 into 96,500 Coulomb charge, we can say hydrogen gas at STP, that is 1 mole of hydrogen gas is liberated, that is 22.4 liter hydrogen gas, and half mole of oxygen gas, that is 11.2 liter of oxygen gas is liberated. If we passing 2 Faraday charge, this much hydrogen and oxygen at STP will produce. Clear? Here it is given that 30 ampere current in 193 minutes That means Q is equal to IT. That is equal to 30 ampere current in 193 minute into 60 in second, converted into second. This much coulomb charge here we pass. So 2 Faraday, if we pass 2 into 96,500 coulomb charge, this much hydrogen and oxygen will liberate. So now here we pass this much coulomb charge, so volume of hydrogen and oxygen liberated should be 22.4 by 2 into 96,500 into 30 into 193 into 60. That is hydrogen as well as oxygen is 11.2 by 2 into 96,500 into 30 into 193 into 60. By solving this, we have 40.2 liter of hydrogen and 20.1 liter of oxygen. Therefore, the total volume is equal to 60.3 liter. The total volume is equal to 60.3 liter. Clear? If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe. Enable bell button for getting more videos. Please share to your friends. If you want to do more questions, please make a comment. Thank you.